What is up, Lions Nation? The Lions do it again. The Panthers came into town. Lions took them right back out, just like that. I am the Soul Man. We got the Stat Man in the house, like always. What is up, Stat Man?
How's it going?
Well, it's Victory Monday again. We can celebrate another glorious victory for our Detroit Lions.
The game wasn't even close.
I think it's when you sing that fight song, it really pushes them beyond.
Yep, definitely the little lucky charm that we need every game. Yellow, everyone. My mom's here. Hello, Ma.
She corrected it. Thank you, everybody that's jumping in right now. We appreciate everybody hopping in. Remember, we're on that march to 500 subscribers right now at 218. And thank you, everybody that's been commenting on YouTube after the videos are posted. I was just reading some of the comments that we had coming in, and that's pretty cool. That means people are watching afterwards, too. So we appreciate that. So the big news coming out of that game, I want to get right to it. Cornerback Emmanuel Mosley comes in for 2 plays and then tears his ACL. That is a bummer. Like, I don't even know what to say at that point. Like, that sucks so bad. Came back from a hamstring, fought his way back, gets in 2 plays later, no contact injury, turns out to be ACL. What do you think, Statman?
Yeah, that's rough when you see any players go through that. I mean, he was waiting so long to get on the field, and we were anticipating what he could do for us on defense. And then he comes out 2 plays later, tears his ACL, out for the season now. So it's always rough seeing a player go through that, whether they're on the Lions or another team. So
yeah, and I just feel really bad. I mean, like you said, we even got to see him, what he could do with the defense, and then 2 plays in, out, just like that. So I wish him recovery. Hopefully he can recover from that, and we'll still have him for next season, hopefully.
it's all we can hope for right now at this point.
Candace in the house says, hello, Dar and I are watching.
Hello, sis. Hello, brother.
What's up, Dar and Candace? Thank you guys for hopping in. All right, Logan, let's jump over to the game stats. Total yards, Lions 377, Panthers 342. Passing yards, the Lions had 218, the Panthers had 243. Rushing yards, Lions 159, Panthers 99. Yards per play, the Lions were 6.3, the Panthers were at 5.3. First downs, Lions had 23, Panthers had 26. Third downs, 4 for 10 for the Lions, Panthers were 5 for 10. Fourth down efficiency, Lions were 1 for 2, Panthers were 1 for 1. Penalties, Lions 5 for 35. The Panthers were 7 for 45. Turnovers, Lions 0, Panthers 3. Time of possession, 31-15 for the Lions and 28-45 for the Panthers. All right, I'm hopping over to you, Statman, like usual. What's sticking out to you with the game stats?
Turnovers. You win the turnover battle, you win games. That's how it goes in the NFL. You can't give the other team extra opportunities.
Yeah, and I mean, we didn't have any. So, and I think another thing that's standing out to me, it was 99 yards, and that was total, but I think our defense showed once again, why we're the number 1 ranked rushing defense right now, because we did it again. We stopped the run, and we got pressure, just like we talked about they were going to do. Time of possession, we had the ball longer, more than they did. Everything that we just dominated, I think. Yes, did they score some points? Yes, they did. But I want to ask you about something before we get on to the player stats. And it was something I was thinking about yesterday. You could see the Lions, they come out in the first half dominating. Now, the announcers even talked about this too. And then when they mentioned it, I started watching closer. In the third quarter, it seems to be where the other team starts to make up to get points. And then I seen things today like the Lions got us. I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of, but why do you think that is? Are they? Could that get the Lions into trouble when they go up against somebody like the Ravens?
It could. I mean, it's called adjustments. You do halftime adjustments. You you make adjustments based on what the other team was doing. I don't think the Lions changed a whole lot at halftime because we were dominating the game, kind of telling the Panthers to try to stop us. And they did for a little bit. But I think most of their stats and everything came from garbage time in the fourth quarter. We were already up a comfortable lead, and they were just racking up yards on us because we were playing softer defense.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just wanted your opinion on it because I wasn't too worried about it, but at the same time, that just made me think about you go up to a team like Baltimore with Lamar Jackson in a couple of weeks. That's not a team you're really going to want to allow that to happen. I think we still need to be scoring points in every quarter if we can, and I think we could have against the Panthers. And it was just weird that we didn't do much in that quarter at all. But we still scored in the second half. We still added on to that lead, did what we needed to do, and got the job done. We got more comments coming in. Victor in the house says, "What's up, fellas? Love to see the Lions get the win." Yes, sir. Facebook user says, "Hello. What's up?" Perry in the house. Very good win, Lions. We got a special guest today. We got a special guest.
Our co-host.
Ben Robinson in the house says, "Nice win, guys." Thank you, Ben. Sorry about your Chiefs losing to the Lions in week 1. Had to get that in there.
Well, he's a Chiefs and Lions fan.
That's true. He is. I'll give him that. All right. Player stats. Jared Goff, 20 for 28, 236 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. Montgomery, 19 carries, 109 yards, 1 touchdown. Reynolds, 7 carries, 52 yards, 1 touchdown. Josh Reynolds, a 4 reception, 76 yards, a touchdown. Laporta, 3 receptions, 47 yards, 2 touchdowns. Raymond, 3 receptions, 45 yards. Marvin Jones had 2 receptions for 22 yards. And Jameson Williams, 2 receptions, 2 yards. All right. Let's break it down, Stan man. Okay. Jared Goff, performance. I always start with him. Performance, 236, 3 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. How do you think he did?
Great. I mean, about 75% completion percentage. And the rushing touchdown, and then 3 passing. You can't ask for much more from him. He didn't turn the ball over. And then you get to David Montgomery. You know, that's the one that stood out to me the most. He averaged 10 yards a carry.
Yeah, he was killing it. And I also think that hang on. Ben says, "Ha ha ha," and still on top. That's what Ben said. I also think that Reynolds came in to back up Montgomery. I think he did pretty good. I couldn't complain about that at all.
He was lighting it up in the fourth quarter.
I did see, you talk about the receiving core, and I did notice it did seem different without St. Brown in there, for sure. I think you could really tell there's a difference. But we ran the ball well. So, but other guys stepped up, got some touchdowns in receiving. Lots of guys had some stats. The one thing I want to ask you about, what happened with Jameson Williams?
I think you're just getting shut down. I think they're targeting him.
You said you expected him to have a pretty big game, but he didn't. I was expecting him to have a lot more passes thrown to him, but I don't know if he just wasn't in enough, or when he was in, they didn't even think about throwing the ball to him.
Well, the one pass that he dropped that was right in his hands, I don't blame him at all for that. That linebacker, Wooten, was just waiting for him. He probably would have gotten his head taken off if he would have caught that ball.
I think Laporta even had a drop that he should have caught, too, if I remember correctly in the beginning.
I got to ask you something. What do you think about Ben Johnson's play call on that double reverse flea flicker?
I was just going there. That's crazy that you said that. I thought that was an amazing play. I loved it. It worked perfectly. And the thing I wanted to bring up about that play is, did you notice if you watch the 49ers game, they ran the exact same play, exactly how we did it to George Kittle, like spot on. It was exactly the same.
No, I didn't see that.
It was me and your brother were like, "What the hell?" They just ran the same exact play. I mean, they handed it off to Samuel. He handed it off to the running back, pitched it back to the quarterback, threw the ball to the tight end. It was exactly the same. But
What about that direct snap to Montgomery through Goff's legs? Goff was under center.
That was insane because I didn't even see Montgomery get the ball at first. I was like, what the hell just happened? And all of a sudden he had it and just ran. That guy, I can't say enough about Montgomery. He is turning out to be something else. Maybe you couldn't just see what he was. You could see a little bit of what he was about in Chicago, but now that he's in Detroit, it's like a whole different story. You're getting to actually. Our co-host is back. What does your co-host think about all this, Logan?
He thinks it's a bunch of bullshit. He said it was perfect.
Nice. Facebook user says they were easing him back in as far as Jameson Williams goes.
I agree with that.
I guess I was just waiting for that huge bomb to him. I was just waiting for it to happen. It didn't. It was kind of a bummer.
I don't think he had a lot of opportunities because everybody else is playing so well.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. When our run game is doing so well, you don't throw the ball, really, only to give Montgomery a break. But I like that our receiving core stepped up with Amon-Ra out, and Goff got the ball around to multiple targets, and we were still able to throw the ball, and the guys stepped up and did what they needed to do with St. Brown out. So we really didn't get impacted that bad with him out.
No, not at all. I mean, you could tell he was not in there, but at the same time, it didn't seem like our offense skipped a beat, really.
No, they're sticking to the game plan every week, and it's working. We got Tampa Bay coming up next. I believe that was moved to a later game, 4:25. In Tampa, a little bit tougher. We'll get to that in the pregame for that game, but we're going on to that. I think the Ravens is going to be a good test for the Lions coming up, trying to stop Lamar Jackson. There's going to be some tests down the road for sure. The Panthers, I don't know, we just took care of them. You could tell they had a young rookie quarterback in there for sure. But their offensive line wasn't very strong. Their defense couldn't stop us. So, I mean, we just what it said on paper, it came down to in the game. 100%. What we talked about in the pregame, those stats showed up in the game, hands down.
And I think player of the game for defense was Aiden Hutchinson.
Let's take a look at the defense. Anzalone, 8 tackles. Will Harris had 7 tackles. Jacobs, 4 tackles, 1 INT. Aiden Hutchinson, 3 tackles, 1 sack, 1 interception. Awesome. I don't know. Aiden Hutchinson is probably one of the best draft picks we've ever got.
Well, and Anzalone would have had a sack, too, if he didn't hit the quarterback high.
Yeah. I didn't like that call myself. I don't know. He's so short.
I liked him hitting him like that, though. Bryce Young kind of got his bell rung, if you ask me.
Yeah, that hit when he went out of bounds. That was a nice little knock on him, too. Our defense, we got pressure again. Aiden Hutchinson, that interception was amazing. Just able to turn and reach out like that. That's skills right there. They were having a hard time doing anything against that. And the defensive line alone was just dominating their offensive line. And I don't know. Anzalone, again, great job. Veteran out there at linebacker, doing what he needs to do to most tackles in the game. There's nothing to complain about at all right now.
No, not really.
The only thing, like I said, is just the fact that I'm concerned about that second half coming out and kind of slowing down a little bit. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but it just seems like they can't be doing that when it comes to somebody else. They got to get out of that habit of allowing that to happen. Come out in the third quarter like you were in the first half and just keep scoring.
Yeah, what scares me is the teams that can actually run a good 2-minute offense. A lot of teams coming out of halftime, especially when they're down that many, they try running a quick offense, quick snaps, quick throws, and they can move down the field really fast and wear your defense out. They're going to have to watch it because, like you said, coming up, we got some tough teams that we're going to be playing against that can run that 2-minute offense very good.
And the Lions right now are the talk a lot of media. Everybody's talking about the Lions right now, but the Lions are going out and they're proving what everybody's talking about. They're going out and getting the job done. Whether it's, and you can see it if you watch Dan Campbell in the locker room after the games, he is so pumped and just so the things he says to the team, and you can feel it in there. Like I don't know. I think we're going to be tough to stop this year. I really do. Even last night's game, when they were talking about the top NFC teams, Lions were brought up almost right away. It was like, I think it was Eagles, 49ers, Lions. That's how they said it. And that didn't used to be the conversation. Now it is. And because people know, like, yep, Lions are for fucking real. And they are. Facebook user says Lions looked amazing.
Yeah, I mean, perfect word for it.
Shout out to Kurt Steele, who I know right now is smoking a cigar and drinking that, whatever it is that he drinks. Bourbon or Bacardi or something. I seen him post a picture again today, so that must be his new routine.
I told him he's going to be doing that a lot now.
Yep. He's probably just going to be drunk every day. Just falling out of his chair and shit. Ben coming back in. You guys got Eminem in the crowd. We got Taylor Swift. We will trade you.
No thanks.
There was actually a Facebook post about that showed Taylor and Eminem side by side. Said the exact same thing. That's probably where Ben got it from. Yeah, I thought that was funny. I kind of wonder if he comes to all the games. Or most.
I know he's a Lions fan. He grew up in Detroit.
You never see him, but it's cool that he was there.
It'd be sweet to run into him in like the, what do they call it, the corridor or the, I don't know what they call it, like where you walk around in the stadium. It'd be sweet to run into him, get an autograph and picture or something.
Oh yeah, but more than likely that probably wouldn't happen.
I'm sure he gets snuck in before anybody's even allowed to go in.
He's up there by himself. There's no way in hell anybody's getting near him. He has his restaurant downtown he's at all the time. Oh, yeah, Mom's Spaghetti or whatever that is.
Mom's Spaghetti, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Ben, thanks for hopping in, buddy. It's been a long time since we've seen you in, so we appreciate it. All right, Logan. So let's just. I think you already. Oh, our co-host is back. So, player of the game for you.
Player of the game for me?
Offense and defense, both.
Offense is David Montgomery. Defense is Aiden Hutchinson.
Agreed. I'm gonna go both. I could say Jared Goff just because he's been playing just steady, stable, no mistakes hardly. His play has just been great. And I don't know, couldn't ask for more from a quarterback than what he's doing.
Well, he had three games in a row with an interception. and he just stopped the streak. So
Yeah, and that's not really nothing. I mean, compared to everybody, there's a lot of other quarterbacks right now that are making a lot more interceptions. All you can see is this little paw coming up in the corner.
it's his tail.
Oh,
His tail's just like wagging right at the side of the screen.
like right here, this is barely. It's barely popping in, but you can see it. It's kind of funny.
You just never know what's going to happen on We Are Lions Nation.
No, you don't. You don't. That's why I make sure that no crazy people come running in my house. I don't have any cats, so I don't have to worry about that. My dogs are behind me, but they're low, so I can't see them.
Oh,
There it is again.
I can't stop laughing.
Remember, everybody, please like, share, and subscribe. We are at that 218 mark on the pursuit to 500. So please share our podcast with everybody that you know that's a Lions fan. And we appreciate you guys that are tuning in with us every single week. Ben says, glad to hop in. Happy to see the Lions are making waves this year.
Yeah, I definitely am too. And us getting flexed on Sunday is just kind of a testament to where the NFL as a whole and the country as a whole sees the Lions this year. You know what I mean?
I'd have to look at our remaining schedule. I just kind of wonder who our toughest opponent is going to be coming up. I've been thinking about that a lot after that Carolina game because Carolina, it's not like they were super great. I'm just wondering who's
Their only good receiver is Adam Thielen.
Yeah, and you said that. You brought that up. So we got Bucks, Ravens, Raiders, Chargers, Bears, Packers, Saints, Bears, Broncos, Cowboys, Vikings. Honestly, I'm going to say the Lions Chargers. I think it's going to be the Chargers. They're going to be their strongest opponent.
I think the Cowboys out of all of them.
I don't know. Did you see the Cowboys last night? The Niners took them to school like 42-10.
Really?
They look like garbage. And Shannon Sharp made a good point on a show I seen today. He said that, with as far as Dallas is concerned, Dak Prescott gets a lot of field position, or he's like when he had to play a full game every possession because his defense wasn't doing well, you could see how that Cowboys actually played. I'm not super concerned about them. I think we got a good chance to beat them. Ben says, I worry about the Dolphins. We face them in Germany. They have a hell of an offense. I'm glad we don't face them right now. Holy crap. Miami is something else right now. Seems like it doesn't matter who gets the ball there.
Our defense would shut them down.
You think so? Think the Lions could take them? I agree. I would agree with you on that.
Make sure everybody that's watching the show is sharing it.
Yep.
Need to get our name out there more.
Actually, I've been thinking about moving the podcast to exclusively be on YouTube.
Oh, yeah? Eliminate Facebook altogether?
Because looking at the analytics and all that stuff, our podcast is mostly viewed on Facebook just because it pops up on their live and it's convenient. But if we want to get our YouTube stats up, we might have to just go straight YouTube, which doesn't matter to me. Either way, you can watch us. I hope we beat Dallas. I would hate to be there and they lose again.
Yeah, I feel you there, Victor.
Yeah, I won't be there. I don't think Statman will be there either. I don't think you're planning on going to Dallas anytime soon.
It would be fun to take the trip down to Dallas just to watch the game, but
I think that would be a cool stadium to see.
yeah, AT&T Stadium.
Yeah.
It's all Jerry Jones and the Cowboys are about is the look of a good team, not really having a good team.
Ben said Dallas has a good team.
But are they great?
There are a lot of talk, I think, a lot more talk than I think they got shown last night. That's for damn sure. 49ers are tough this year.
Well, who used to always have trouble against the 49ers as the head coach of the Green Bay Packers?
Same coach. And one other thing, I don't want to jump on this topic for too long, but they keep calling their offense Texas Coast offense. They're just making up new shit now.
Apparently.
Instead of West Coast, it's Texas Coast. Well, come on now.
More like Texas toast.
That's right.
Burton dried out.
Oh, Ben was hoping for a 49ers loss last night. Yeah, that didn't happen.
49ers are probably, I would say 49ers are probably the toughest team in the NFC right now.
Yeah, no doubt. I would agree with you on that one. We don't play them, but if we do have to play them, that's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be a good game. I think we can beat them if we played right, but they're tough to stop. Well, Logan, we are just about at that time, so
Fight song?
are you going to do it?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right, Lions fans, after a good victory against the Panthers, where we just stomped them to the ground, kicked them right out of Ford Field and said, hit the road. So I'm going to sing this fight song right now. Here I go. Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rah, 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 go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go Lions!
Go Lions. I have to say this. You froze. You froze like this.
Not really. That's funny.
It was the best. Hey, thank you everybody for tuning in. We will see you guys for our pregame show when the Lions take on Tampa Bay. We will see you guys.
Hey, we should go through all of our shows this year and do like a blooper reel.
Yeah, this one will definitely be in the blooper reel. Our co-host coming on in.
All right, one pride.
Everybody, have a good night. One pride. We are out of here.
Go Lions.